What up, YouTube? So today I'm working on Eagle Pro. And what I'm doing today is, as you can see, the deck is open, the side panel is open. For all of you guys who buy Eagles and Victors and things like that, a lot of them don't come with the mini motors switch to turn on the lights. So for example, this switch right here. Right? Because most of the scooters, you gotta press the button over here to turn on the lights, right? Which is very annoying, because what are you gonna do, stop and press the button to turn on the lights? So also the horn, right? These scooters don't come with a horn. So today what I'm doing is, here I mounted a Dualtron 2 horn to the Eagle Pro stem using a bracket. Another thing about the Eagle Pro is, it's not like the Thunder where you have some space to run wires. The Eagle Pro has very small hole here, and then of course underneath there's wires that go for the motor cables, the brakes, things like that. But this hole here that runs the wires, unlike the Thunders, is very tiny. So to run thick wires through there is nearly impossible. You would have to drill through the frame and drill another hole, but I don't want to do that. So the goal today is to bypass this switch, okay? And the way you do that is, well, here's the switch wires. So I already had cut them. I have to heat shrink them. But basically, you've got this wire right here. So here's your converter, 12-volt converter. The red wire gives power here. This is a splitter. Gives 12 volts to these wires. So this is 12 volts here. And then this wire, which is also connected to the switch, controls all your LED lights. So what I'm doing here is I basically ran the switch, right? We've got the mini motor switch. Run the switch inside the stem all the way down. Hide the wire in here. Come out. Run the wire through the hole. And then instead of trying to fit these wires in this hole, I'm going to run a smaller wire, which is this wire, from inside through here, and then we're going to connect to the switch. So the switch has many different wires depending on the buttons, but basically the red wire is 12 volts positive, so you want to bring 12 volts positive to the switch, which is this wire here. Okay, so 12 volts positive to the switch. The orange wire from the switch is the main switch button, which is this one right here, the power on. And then the horn is here, this button on the switch. Okay, so what we're doing here is basically bypassing this switch. What I'm doing is 12 volts will come. The yellow wire is the orange wire here. So when I press the button on the switch, the LED lights will turn on the scooter. And then the horn is the yellow wire on the switch. So you want to give red positive, 12 volts to the horn, and then black negative. What I'm going to do is solder everything outside right here. I'm going to solder everything, heat shrink it, and then we're going to hide all the wires back into here and then close it up. Okay, so basically you're going to have a switch where you can control the lights and pop the horn when you need to, bypassing this nonsensical button here on the bottom right. Okay, so I just wired it just for testing purposes. I just finished, it works, and then I have to solder everything. Check out my boy's Thunder 2 over here. This is a Thunder 2. He's got an external battery pack, 32.5 amp hours, 72 volt. Alright, Ericsson damper, horn, got all the trinkets. Recently I installed for him these futurized lights. It's got his GoPro. These lights are awesome. AliExpress, futurized. They have low beam yellow, high beam white. And to not consume, I mean, he's got plenty of battery, but not to consume too much battery, we've got an external 12 volt 28 amp hour Panasonic battery here for him, connected to these lights using this port. He also got USB, USB-C. He's got his speakers. Ordered the double stem for him with LED lights. Hooked it up, changed the LEDs inside here, right, and put Bluetooth LEDs so they're controlled. He's got his LED deck, LED fender, Magura MT5E brakes and rotors. I had to change the tire on his. He hit a pothole and had a flat, so I put a new PMT tire. And recently we've been putting these side lights, these side panel Spirit Beast lights. I've got them on my Thunder. As you guys know, let me turn on the lights. It's starting to get out of focus. Get in focus. Alright. As you know, my Thunder, I put the red ones. Okay, side panel red ones. He's got side panel silver ones. On the Eagle, I'm going to be putting side panel black ones. So they actually came in. They look like this. I'll show you guys. They look like this. Spirit Beast, side panel black. And I'm gonna make the color purple for my girl, for the Eagle Pro. Ours is lit up amber. So if I turn on his scooter, let's turn the lights on. Look at this beast. Look at this beast. Look at this. LEDs everywhere on the stem. Bluetooth LEDs on the stem. The LEDs everywhere. But you see how it lights up amber? 12 volt amber. Alright. Mine on the Thunder are also 12 volt amber, but red. Check that out. Got my deck, of course, custom LED deck. I put slicks on my Magura MT5Es. Right, amber. Also, what I did for my friend, which I didn't do for myself. See how he has the amber side on both sides. But guess what? On his Carbon Revo fender, I also put a little one on top. Check that out. You don't see any wires. Everything is hidden inside. He's got a little one on top there, like a bulb. So it's a lot of scooters up in this house. We got the 9-bot Thunder, original Thunder with extra battery pack. I got X controllers in there, 50 amp controllers. We got the upgraded Thunder 2 with all the trimmings and an external battery pack. Also got the futurized. Of course, I got the same battery for the lights. All right, let's turn this baby off. So now it's time to do the Eagle. Alright? Later. Keep scooting on. Be safe.